Hi guys, this is Ratchet and we are playing Criminal Case, City of Romance, Case 1, Corpse Chic. Let's allow chapter 3 and victims' fans are causing a riot. Deputy Katrina, we need you. Brigadier Bonnet, what's the matter? It's your victims' fans. They're all congregated at Place de la Concorde, the location of the last selfie she posted online. And they're causing a huge disturbance. Traffic's blocked, there's pictures flying everywhere, and the tourists are freaking out. Then these fans need to be dispersed right away. Let's get to Place de la Concorde, Katrina. Justice for Elise! God but never forgotten. Quiet everyone by order of the police. Your police? Then tell us when you are going to find the monster who murdered our Elise. We are working on it, and you lot are in the process of tampering with a crucial location in our investigation. So if you truly want justice for Elise Marks, you better leave now and let us do our job. Fine. Come on guys, we got enough cool footage to post on our online stories anyway. Right, Katrina, now that we got rid of the deranged fan mob, we can finally look for more clues around Place de la Concorde. Now let's hop. Yeah, you spraying yourself without knowledge that there's poison in your perfume. Katrina, why didn't we think of taking the security camera before? Let's unlock it. And look, this notebook has our victim's name on it, but it's been circled as someone wrote is dead to me next to her. Think that some of that grey powder left on the notebook may reveal who wrote this incendiary comment. And if you think taping out this tour magazine will lead us to something, please be my guest. Okay? Okay, let's unlock the security camera. Katrina, now you've successfully unlocked the security camera from Place de la Concorde, let's ask Amnel to sift through it for any footage related to our victim. Okay. Alright, let's restore the tour magazine. Gossip, huh? Look, Katrina, our victim and her best friend are magazine cover stars. But you're right, the headline says Elise and Alexis, the ultimate betrayal. Katrina, I thought the two bottles were Boston bodies, but this magazine story indicates otherwise. Let's find out the truth from Alexis' card or not. Okay. Alright, let's collect this. Girls with potential, and there are names and says it's dead to be. So our victim's name was on a list titled Girls with Potential, Katerina. Interesting. Perhaps looking out the microscope at these gray flakes from the notebook will allow us to identify who wrote this list. I think it's going to be that white-haired guy. Oh no, let's not go interrogate yet. Let's analyze this. Cigar ash. Oh no, it's not the white-haired guy, it's the gangster. So the gray sample for the notebook is ash from a Cuban cigar, and an expensive one at that. Katerina, I know of only one of our suspects who smokes pricey cigars, and that's Antonin Macaron. The boss had better have answers about why he wrote that our victim was dead to him. Okay. Alright, let's go first talk to Alexis. No, I cannot do a dog treat commercial. I told you, I'm allergic. Apologies, Deputy Katerina. I was speaking to my agent. It seems I'm rather popular at the moment. Yes, to the point of featuring on the cover of gossip magazines. Tell us, what was this ultimate betrayal between you and Elise Marks? Must you dredge out that horrible memory again? The truth is, Elise was a veritable lioness in heat. As soon as she was attracted to someone, she'd go in for the kill. And I included my boyfriend. What? So you slept with your boyfriend? She didn't just sleep with him. That femme fatale made him dump me. A perfunctory one night stand I could forgive. But the love of my life could no longer bear the sight of me. All because of Elise and her irresistible charms. Monsieur Cardinal, did you murder Elise Marks in revenge for her stealing your boyfriend? How could you think a sensitive soul such as I could do something so vulgar? Okay, now I get it why she was your best friend only. Because you're gay. Alright, let's interrogate Macaroni. Macaron, you said that you didn't know Elise Marks, so you better have a good explanation for why you wrote that she was dead to you. Ah, you found my list of girls with potential. Can I have it back, please? Monsieur, you are severely trying my patience. Alright, don't get your colludes in a twist. I admit I wrote that Elise Marks was dead to me. But it was only a figure of speech. You know, like the great Voltaire uses in his writings. The truth is, I was angry with the girl because she refused to become a go-go dancer at one of my nightclubs. How could you turn down one of the biggest honors that could be accorded to a woman? Apart from being my girlfriend, of course. Oh. Macaron, we know full well that your so-called go-go girls are expected to provide other unsavory services, so it's fully understandable that Marks turned down your offer. I simply have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, I gotta call one of my minions to buy me some dog allergy tablets. Good luck catching your killer. It could be you, man. What's on this camera? Hey Emil, find anything exciting on that security camera we sent you from Place La Concorde? I wouldn't call it exciting, but there was definitely something surprising on there involving your victim and one of your suspects. Take a look for yourself. Okay, what is it? You stupid girl, how could you? Come on, Charles, it was a simple mistake. A simple mistake? It was attempted murder! You deserve to die for what you did! And what exactly did she do? Did we just say the legendary Charles Pilsterfield accusing Elise Marks of attempted murder and saying she deserved to die for it? Examined, but I can't tell you anymore because he walked away in a huff straight after. Well, there's only one person who can explain this, and that's Monsieur Pilsterfield himself. We did not have a conversation with him, Katerina. Okay. You know what? I don't think I'll like this guy. Oh, my magnificent Choquette. Voltaire must have been speaking about you when he wrote, "I should like to lie at her feet and die in her arms." Monsieur Pilsterfield, speaking of that, it has come to our attention that you had accused Elise Marks of attempted murder. My sweet, the girl tried to kill my Choquette. Can you believe it? Honestly, not really, but please do tell us more. Well, Mademoiselle Marks looked trustworthy enough, so I asked her to look after my darling Cho while I attended some silly party where animals were forbidden. Imagine my horror when, upon my return, I discovered that the imbecile of a girl had fed my kitty chicken of all things, and bought from a filthy supermarket no less. I'm afraid I do not see what was so bad about feeding your cat chicken. Choquette is a vegan, don't you know? She was vomiting for days after. I fear for her life. What Elise Marks did was unforgivable, I tell you. Unforgivable. Oh, you do have some beef, but you're not going to be. And I think we're gonna beat you in another case. Time for a coffee break and a recap for our investigation, Katerina. Not surprisingly, I discovered that Antonin Macaron knew Elise Marks better than he first let on. I don't want to put it past him to have murdered her simply because she refused his offer of employment. Then there's the victim's best friend who was incensed because she stole his lover. I have felt the same, I tell you. Finally, Charles Pilsterfield had accused our victim of trying to kill his vegan cat by feeding her chicken. I agree the fashion mogul's obsession with Choquette could have led him to commit murder. Katerina, my cop instincts tell me that we are just a whiff away from sniffing out the miscreant who murdered Elise Marks with poisoned perfume. So let's take one final look for clues around our killer's favorite cafe. Let's hop. I'll say ale ale. Let's go, let's go. Well, we still haven't found the perfume she used. Oh, a copy of Candide by Voltaire. Even though killer reads Voltaire. This must be our victim's trench coat, Katrina. Her initials are monogrammed on it. Let's look inside the pocket. I know your killer is a fan of Voltaire in this cafe. This copy of the writer's most famous novel must belong to them. We should see if the fibers left on the book can shed any light on who killed Elise Marks. Katerina, we can't let the killer get away, so let's not lose any momentum. Alright, let's collect something from the book. Wait to get these fibers on the curious book straight to Enzo for analysis, Katerina. Okay. Okay, now the trench coat. And here's the perfume. Okay, do not spray it. The victim was carrying this bottle of perfume in her coat pocket, Katerina. Could this be the very perfume that poisoned her to death? Enzo will tell us. Must be. What are these fibers and where do they come from? Hey, Katerina, you didn't bring holy carry along with you this time. It's a holy, it's supposed to be surely. Ugh. And so, I fear there's no time to be thinking about women. Please tell us what the fibers on the curious book were. Monsieur, they are hide-end silk fibers used in the production of haute couture scarves, which are usually worn around the neck or as a hair accessory. What's more, I noticed there is some dog allergy medication on the fibers, which confirms that they came from your killer's scarf. So our murderer is wearing a silk scarf, Katrina. Well, they won't be looking so chic when they have to swap it for a prison uniform. Yeah. Alright, now the perfume. Katrina, if this perfume from your victim's scope wasn't deadly, I have gifted it to my next date. It smells truly divine. By deadly, are you confirming that this bottle of perfume has been tainted with poison, thus making it our murder weapon? Correct. And what's more, I found 2 sets of DNA on it. One was obviously your victim's, and the other must be your killer's, who would have handled the bottle when pouring the poison into it. Unfortunately, the DNA wasn't clean, but I did manage to glean that your killer has green eyes. Well, Katrina, our killer will be green with them before freedom when we lock them up. Katrina, we've now collected enough evidence to arrest the nefarious individual who poisoned Elise Marks to death. Handcuffs at the ready, then it's time to get justice for our fashion victim. Have them right here. Oh, it was the best friend. Was that all? Was that all because she stole your boyfriend, huh? Or is there more to it? Alexis Cardinal, we are placing you under arrest for the murder of Elise Marks. So you think losing my best friend is not tragedy enough? You have to accuse me of murdering her too? The only tragedy here aside from murder is the loss of your pretty face to the world once we throw you in jail. You see, we found a rat poison you discarded at the love fruit from where you so love to buy your Paris press. And we know you spiked your supposed best friend's perfume with the aforementioned poison, thereby ensuring an excruciating death. What's more, if you think we didn't unearth the Voltaire-inspired threat you texted with your victim, then you underestimated Deputy Katrina's slotting prowess. But surely you didn't murder Elise Marks just because she stole your boyfriend. If that were the case, half of us Parisians would be dead. Of course, it wasn't for anything as trivial as that. I murdered Elise because she was blackmailing me. What? Uh-huh, so you finally admit to the murder. And you say blackmail was involved? Tell us more. Well, this whole boyfriend story was just a ruse to get the paparazzi off our backs. The truth is that I was Elisa's lover. Or to be precise, I was her sex toy. You were a beautiful model sex toy? Sounds rather wonderful to me. It wasn't. The fact is, we were involved in sordid sex case where I let Elise use me how she wanted. At first it was fun and sexy, but then I started getting tired of being treated like a piece of chewing gum at the bottom of Elise's stiletto. And that's when the problems began. Elise just couldn't accept the fact that I didn't want to be her sex slave anymore. So she started threatening to post humiliating photos of me online. It also just became public. It would have not only destroyed me and my career, but also my family. I couldn't let my poor innocent mama go through that. So he decided that the only way out of this was to kill Elise. I'm afraid so. I bought some rat poison and when Elise wasn't looking, I laced her favorite perfume with it. And you know what happened next. We certainly do, and I think you know what is going to happen next for you. Alexis Cardinot, you're under arrest. Okay. Well, it's been a while since I saw a real judge in criminal case, so... Clementine Lebrun. Alexis Cardinot is stand before me charged with the fatal poisoning of Elise Marks. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor, but I did it for the sake of my mother. Saying those humiliating photos of her son in the papers when I killed her. Yes, I read in my notes that the victim had been blackmailing you with images of you committing questionable sex acts. But the correct course of action would have been to go to the police, not commit murder. Therefore, Monsieur Conrad, this court sentences you to 27 years imprisonment. Case closed. At least my dearest mama will still love me. Well, Katrina, that's your first case in Paris successfully solved. Thank you. Yeah, nice work, guys. I never have suspected that the victim's best friend would turn out to be her killer. And Alexis Carnot's motive was to stop her from publishing humiliating sex photos of him. Who'd have thought it? I must say I'm truly impressed with how you worked, Katerina. The murderers of Paris had better watch out. That's right. I'm coming for you, criminals. Wait, how's it called? An American Cop in Paris. That would be for Carrie and for me. Alright, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna continue playing in the American Cop in Paris #1. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!